So we are here again, a show that ran a lot of our lives for a long time, and it still kind of does. Rugrats. So if you guys remember anything about Rugrats, what would you remember the most about Rugrats? I mean, honestly, what would you really remember about Rugrats other than Tommy, Angelica, all them. Like, what would you remember, honestly? Because this show was just amazing, and I have a lot of fond memories of watching it when I was little, before school, after school. Um, Probably just the toys, the man. There's a lot of memories on this. And the food, even like the little snacks and all that stuff. They even tried redoing all that too, and it was really interesting on what they tried doing with Rugrats, because Rugrats was one of those where you had Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, all of them that were kids, and Angelica was very bratty, and you had Tommy, who later gets on little brother, and then the twins, and they just go on these random adventures, with the imagination and all that, and you get to see the iconic, Godzilla-looking character, Reptar, I think that was the name, and then Cynthia, Angelica's doll. A lot of kids grew up with this show, man. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. I had nothing but fond memories of this show. This is when Nickelodeon was probably getting at its height, and I remember seeing both movies in theaters. I remember seeing the show nonstop. I mean, this is how much this show ran my life. I remember the toys. I remember the cartoon. I remember the little snacks that you get for Rugrats. That was Rugrats themed. I remember just everything. So I kind of find it interesting how Rugrats you wouldn't think would be a cultural phenomenon in its own right, and unfortunately, and not really unfortunately, but it did, man. I mean, it really did become the a franchise owner in its own right. I mean, it really helped Disney, not Disney, but Nickelodeon really go through and go, okay, this is what kids like. What if kids did this? What do we know that kids do? And kids have these crazy minds, and going on these weird adventures in their heads. And again, it worked with what they tried to do, and it did. And I love that. I love how they were able to show us, hey, this is what the babies are thinking about their mom, their dad, their parents, their friends' parents, their friend, having their own type of language, I guess you'd speak, because only Angelica could understand them. And it went through a lot of interesting phases too, of what you go through from being a child to a teen to an adult, which they do later on. And I remember again watching this a lot when I was a kid. I remember, there was a lot of things that I got picked on for, and this was one of them. But again, I don't care because I loved Rugrats. I still love Rugrats. So again, if you guys have ever watched Rugrats, what fond memories do you have? I mean, I remember watching this a lot with a few friends of mine. I remember at one point I was a Rugrat fanatic. I remember I wanted anything that had to do with Rugrats. I wanted that's literally it. All I wanted was Rugrat stuff. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. If you guys ever watch Rugrats, let me know about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always say about subscribing, leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and we're going to continue going over these amazing shows. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you as always on the next one.